Hello everyone. You know what's coming. Hola. Fluff, fluff, fluff. Where was that? Oh, yeah. Hola, aloha, ciao. Salut, ni hao, namaste, ohayo, yagamasama. Здравствуйте, привет, bună, dzień dobry, sziasztok. Hallo. Sincha, Yebosio, Teresa, Walakum Saskaka, Marhaban, Merhaba, Habir, Shalom, and Namaskar. Welcome, my name, I can't speak, I'm cold, I'm freezing cold. Look, welcome everyone, my name is Brunellesp. Thank you for joining me, thank you for coming to my channel and watching my video. That's all the intro done. I'm a bit of a scatterbrain if you don't know. Yeah, sometimes I'm like this, and that's normal for me. All right, so you see in the title, these are my favorite foundations of 2019. And can I just say that thank you 2019, thank you for all the beauty companies out there for providing us with so many choices when it comes to foundations. We have been spoiled for choice galore, and these are the ones that I found for me that I've been using religiously. I love them all. They're not going to be in any particular order because I just love them all. They're just fantastic. And for those of you who don't know, if you are new, I have got extremely very oily skin, super oily. Yeah. So when I go in for foundation, and these ones are the ones which perform for extremely oily skin. And when I say oily, I mean all over, and there is no T-zone. My whole damn face is a T-zone, okay? You can fry anything. You just need to get, when it gets super hot, get yourself a bucket, let me lean over, and you will get plenty, okay? So with that being said, I've got four foundations. First one is this, sorry about the condition of the bottles, I didn't bother cleaning them, whatever, is this, voila, the first one, numéro 1, and this one is Lancome Teint Idole Ultra Nude, Ultra Nude being ultra nude, for very light. This is a light foundation. I've got mine in shade number 10, and it is really light. Comes in a plastic bottle, which is kind of, you twist it and then you squeeze, which is plastic, trying to save the planet. Lancome, hello, expensive brand. What are we doing with plastic? Hello. But apart from that, the foundation itself is extremely light. It is very buildable. They've got lots of different shades, and for me, I'm someone who's notorious as struggling to find the right shade for my skin tone and for my coloring. It becomes very difficult. So when I do find a shade that works, I'll stick with it. So this one, yes, so you get 40 ml in this tiny little thing here. As I said, it is in plastic, and it is fantastic. It is buildable. It feels extremely light. Performs really well when it comes to allowing, staying matte for as long as possible, and we're talking at least a minimum of 4 or 5 hours before you start seeing the shine. And when I'm talking shine, I mean mainly on the nose area, and then the rest of the face stays kind of matte. But when you hit the 6-hour mark, then you will notice you might need to sort of dab a little bit, use it, whatever you want to use to mattify your face. But as for an extremely oily person, that is fantastic performance, especially for such a light buildable foundation. I absolutely love this, and I would definitely recommend you trying it. Obviously, for all of these foundations, if you can go to a counter and get your try it out first, get a little trial thing, then I would recommend that, just so you can get to wear it for the day, see how it performs and whether it's for you or not. All of these also, I've worn them during the summer heat wave. We're talking 30 degrees. I've actually tested all of these, so when I'm saying that I love these, they all perform really well. Yeah, right. Número dos. Is this one. I nearly broke it. Sorry. Is this one here. Ooh. What is it? Don't you recognize the bottle? It is the Urban Decay. Yeah, I've lost the cover, but it's not better. It is the Urban Decay Stay Naked Weightless Liquid Foundation, up to 24-hour wear. Wouldn't recommend 24-hour wear, but if you want to do you, then do you. But for me, this also again performs really, really well. I got this in the height of summer. The actual options are fantastic. The choices, oh my god. Yeah, I said number 10 in this one. This one is number 71 WY, which is for warm yellow. And oh, listen, when I went in there, I got myself shade matched by the staff. I decided to stay out of it. The gentleman who served me at the time, oh, he was just fantastic. I can't remember his name, but it was the Urban Decay shop in Westfield, Stratford, and he's just so lovely, really, really nice. Took the time to look at, to understand what I wanted, tried different shades, was fantastic, and it was just a lovely experience. And that's the color that I ended up with. Now I do differentiate. I do kind of go between 71 WY and also 80 WY and mix the two together. Sometimes in the summertime I'll be either 80 W yellow and or mix it with a little bit of this one, so that it matches a little bit. But I don't mind that because it's such a light foundation. Again, the bottle itself as well, even though it looks more like it's a glass, it's not. It is a plastic of some form. And in here you get 30 ml rather than the 40 ml. So surprise, surprise, 40 ml, 30 ml in this one. But you know what, still, it is a fantastic foundation. It leaves your skin looking really, really smooth. And it feels very, very super light on the skin. And it is just a wonderful, wonderful, warm foundation that whenever I wear, I just feel kind of warm and cozy and comfortable and loved. And it's just, it agrees with me, and I absolutely love it. It is, yeah, it is a weightless foundation. It is long lasting and performs well on extremely oily skin. It takes really well to powders as well. When you put powders on top of this foundation, it sort of just takes the powder and it's just like, give it to me, give it to me, give it to me more, and it soaks it into the skin and becomes one. Some foundations don't like powders on top of them, and then they got a little bit no, but this one is like yes, 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 and yes, some more. It is fantastic, and I would definitely recommend this. For prices for all of these, personally I can't remember, so during editing you will see them listed below because I can't remember. Okay, next is this here. Boom, the Shiseido Anyway, so there you go. This is the Synchro Skin Self-Refreshing Foundation, and great for you people at the summertime. It's got SPF 30 included inside. It is oil-free, and yeah, so it is fantastic. Now, when I saw this initially, I mean, I've known of the brand Shiseido, but I've looked at their stuff before, and I've gone, not for me, not dark skin friendly. Didn't have too many options, but fair is fair. It is originally a Japanese brand, so okay, you know, you got to give some credit. But once you start selling internationally and want to be known as an international brand, then you got to branch out a little bit and represent all different sides. And most of the time I've left the stuff alone, plus it's a bit pricey, but I've left it alone. But when I saw the foundation, I thought, what? I saw the foundation shade. I think there are at least 2 other shades after mine as well, which kind of like I was very surprised with, because believe me, before that, but I went for that because I saw the foundation choices. And let me just tell you, if you think those other 2 are light, this is something else. I was shocked. I was shocked. I was not expecting it. I decided to buy this with a, you know, kind of like, I bet it's not going to perform well. Well, I had to eat my thoughts, and whatever I said, I had to take it all back and shut the hell up, except to sing praises about this foundation. It is one that blends into the skin. Initially, when I actually got the shade, which is 530 Henna, which is my shade, I looked at it and I thought, oh, this is not quite right. But as shades goes, it's not too bad, considering that also one of the big problems, a quick moan here, this foundation is very, very, very hard to find in a store somewhere. I think it was, I can't remember whether it's Debenhams or Jean Louis. No, I think it's Debenhams. And when I tried to find one in London, they don't have a store in London anywhere with this brand where you can go in person. I think it is Manchester or Birmingham, one of the bigger stores, which let's face it, your lady's not going to be traveling all the way to Birmingham or Manchester just to go and try a foundation. Ain't happening. So I had no choice but to get it online, which obviously when you buy online, it's very difficult to kind of get the right foundation shades. And here in the UK, especially for brands which don't give you a little tester, once you buy it and you open it, you're stuck with the damn foundation, even if it's the wrong shade, which I think is actually unfair. But that's another thing altogether. So it's difficult to get it where you can try it. But if you can find it, if you can actually shade match yourself, I would advise you to really try this foundation. It is so light. It is really buildable. It is skin-like. It makes your skin look like as if it's just perfection, as if you were born that way, when we all know you're not, and I wasn't. But it is light and it is fantastic, and it does really blend and become one with your skin. That synchro skin thing, yes, it is very, very true. It does synchronize with your skin. It's got a glass. Woohoo! Unlike the other ones, it's glass and it's got a pump as usual. You twist it and you press, and that's that. And it could do with having more shades, but considering where they were to where they are now, it is a major improvement. So you have to give praise where it's due, and recognize when companies are improving. And yes, they've made an effort, but the foundation itself is a wonderful foundation. And again, just like the others, it performs really well when it comes to super oily skin. And I wear this all the time, and it's just brilliant. Last but not least, standout foundation of 2019 is this. Woo! Juvias Place. Juvias Place. I am magic. And it is a magic foundation. It is just fantastic. This foundation is just brilliant. Now, it comes in this, so you get 20, I was going to say 24 mil. No, that ain't true. It works 24 months shelf life. It is cruelty free. And also in here, you get 30 mil. It is the cheapest foundation of the lot. I think it's 20 something pound. Well, it's about 20 odd pounds or something if you were to buy it from Juvias Place itself. However, if you are in the UK, you can find Juvias Place other products, eyeshadow palettes and stuff like that from Beauty Bay. But unfortunately, for some reason, they've never got around to bringing out the foundation itself. So the only place that I know of in the UK that you can get it from is London Loves Beauty. But of course, you don't get to try stuff out. And it costs more. I think it's about £29, which initially you think it's more expensive, but if you were to buy it from the US and ship it over, and then you have shipment costs, and then you also have a duty cost, it ain't going to be much cheaper. In fact, I think it is going to be more expensive. But foundation wise itself, even though it comes in a plastic little tube, again, companies plastic, we're trying to help the planet here, let's find a different way of packaging stuff. It is brilliant. This is your friend. If you haven't tried this foundation, my shade is Malawi, but honestly, this thing here is just brilliant. It is what I'm wearing now. It is, what can I say? If you want something that's reliable, if you want a foundation where you're just going to put one little squeeze and that's more than enough to cover your whole face, this foundation is thick. This foundation will cover every little mark that you've got. This foundation full coverage, but does it feel full coverage? Does it feel heavy on your skin? Hell no! Light all over. It is fantastic. It makes your skin look way better than its original state. It is brilliant. Honestly, I would recommend it. If you have not tried this foundation, where the hell have you been? Now, I know there was a bit of a drama, or a lot of drama that came out at the time, but I'm not cancelling a foundation because of stuff like that, because it doesn't involve me. I don't know the ins and outs of stories, so it really isn't my place. But if you can bypass that and you don't mind that, then I would recommend this foundation, and I would say you really need to try it. It's a full coverage foundation, unlike the other ones which you can wear super light, but you can still wear this during the day. You can still wear it throughout hours on end, and I've tested this. It is your friend. If you are going for an event and you want smooth skin, you want a foundation that's going to be long lasting, that's going to stay matte for as long as possible, that's going to cover just about every little bit of imperfection that you've got, and it's going to feel as light as anything 8 hours also after you've actually put it on. And when you refresh your skin, it doesn't move, it doesn't separate, it doesn't break up, it just stays in place, and you can just make yourself look even more beautiful than the way you were born. Then this baby here is it. It really is brilliant, and I would hands down recommend this one. So these are my favorites. These are the ones that I have loved for 2019. I so hope in 2020 we carry on with, you know, receiving more and more choices for foundations, because you can never have too many foundations. For me, foundations are like knickers. You can't have too many, and even though you can only wear one at a time, you're always going to need to wear one. Well, I hope you do. If you don't, but that's that. Thank you people for watching. Let me know which other choices do you have. Do you have your favorites of 2019 which really worked for you? How did it perform, and why do you love it? Get involved, let me know. And if you have any others which performed just as well and you want to suggest them so I can try them out, listen, I love trying foundations out. Do go ahead and suggest them. But other than that, stay safe, be happy, and I appreciate you taking the time to watch my video, and you guys will see me fairly soon. Okay, beautiful. Bye-bye.